Hi, this is Tommy with Tommy Nation Politics. I hope you had a wonderful weekend. Sign up, follow, and hit notifications to get this latest political news delivered each day without the mainstream media manufacturing consent narrative. Send your tips and suggestions to our homepage at facebook.com/Tommy Nation Politics.
When you compare Joe Biden to 2012, even 2016, Joe Biden looks extremely weak, frail, often confused, and yes, he is struggling cognitively. It is obvious. This is not brain surgery. Vladimir Putin is a hostile foreign actor, one we should all be concerned about. And now he's literally openly mocking the president of the United States for his own amusement. And frankly, I find it as an American citizen humiliating. Of course, this Putin-Biden debate will never happen. It can happen. I don't think it would go well. Let me just tell you the straight up truth. Hell will freeze over before Joe Biden's ever allowed to debate Vladimir Putin. Why? Because Vladimir Putin would clobber him in any debate.
You need to see this, because what you see here is an escalation by the Republican state government of Georgia cracking down on voting rights, literally arresting a state senator who is black, which is relevant to the racially charged voter suppression now breaking out in the state. And she was arrested for knocking on the governor's door as he signed this new voting crackdown.
What did she do? What did she do? Can y'all cite the code? What did she do?
Where are you taking me?
What did she do?
Stop. Where are you taking me?
What did she do? What did she do?
What did she do? You can hear the protesters asking in that footage by journalist Ari Berman. What did she do? Well, here's the answer in a New York Times headline. Representative arrested for knocking on governor's door. That's what she did. Tonight we can report there are new protests in Georgia and around the nation. Civil rights leaders say all of this smacks of 50s era Jim Crow abuse, albeit updated to a 2.0 version for this modern era. And that critique, that strong language, that level of moral stakes has now been endorsed by President Biden himself, condemning the new law's most extreme provisions, like making it a crime to provide water to people waiting in line to vote.
It's an atrocity. They passed a law saying you can't provide water for people standing in line. This is nothing but punitive, designed to keep people from voting. You can't provide water for people about to vote. Give me a break.
The law restricts voting by adding hurdles that are not needed legally for accuracy or fairness, makes voting by mail harder with an ID rule. It cuts drop boxes, which is how many voted, including the governor who signed this law. It criminalizes, as mentioned, water and food for people in line, and ends voting before many get out of work to vote. Georgia's new senator says all of this action goes back to Donald Trump's big lie.
It is that big lie that is the fuel for these terrible voter suppression laws that we see coming out of the state of Georgia. And we have to push hard against the big lie and make sure that we secure the democracy for all of our citizens.
That big lie from Donald Trump. So this is very important tonight. We covered this, of course, as the news broke last night, and we covered it before this thing even passed. Voter suppression tactics are very old in America, but this law does also respond directly to Trump as a factual matter, because it does something very strange from any legal approach to securing elections. It strips powers from the top Georgia elections official who stood up to Trump when he wanted to steal the Georgia race. That individual, by the way, happens to be a Republican. It takes power from the Secretary of State, which means the next time a would-be autocrat demands that Georgia officials find him some votes, there may be more ways within the system to actually do that, to change tallies, to have more partisan and political Republicans involved. Meanwhile, the core limits on voting in this new law hit minorities, young, poor, and disabled citizens hardest.
It's antithetical to everything this country has stood for. This is suppression.
I have never heard of water being an illegal substance in the United States.
What evidence is there of insecure elections or voter fraud that justifies these sweeping changes? There are none. There are none.
You can draw a direct line from the Republicans' 2020 losses to this law.
Hey guys, this is Tommy with Tommy Nation Politics. How's everyone doing today? Tommy Nation Politics.
I'll never let it slip. Because when I learn a secret, boy, I zipper up my lip. Now, the military secret that I carry in my brain, I keep in safe deposit with a padlock and chain. You bet I got a secret. And I bet we find it out. The soldier's got a secret, but I bet we find it out. Hello, Ma. I got a secret. I can only drop a tip. Don't breathe a word to no one, but I'm going on a trip. Shh. Don't breathe a word to no one, but he's going on a trip. Hey, give me some magazines to read for when I'm on the ship. Don't breathe a word to no one, but he's going to go by ship. It's a cinch to keep a secret if a fella just takes care. He's sailing on a troop ship. Now we got to find out where. I'm a sound and silent soldier, just as steady as a rock. Here's to my little secret with its chain and padlock. Hello, baby. Hiya, Pussy. Say you're a nifty trick. I hope I'll meet some babes in Africa as cute as you are. This message is important. I must rely a double click. It's been a wonderful evening, and I'd like to stay some more. But I gotta get a move on now. I sail at 4:30. He's got to get a move on now. He sails at 4:30. Hey, the troop ship bound for Africa pulls out at 4:30. Calling all Wolfpack. Calling all Wolfpack. The transport ship for Africa pulls out at 4:30. Hail! Was that let my secret out? What was that I heard you say, my little sauerkraut? He wonders who in hell it was that let his secret out.